Hey guys, welcome to an after action report. So my I didn't have a passing review because I didn't know I was gonna play a game. Andy was off doing family things, so I had to go to the game store anyway because I wanted to deliver some stuff I made for him, and we ended up playing Horus Heresy 3.0 game. Now you guys know my feelings on Warhammer 10th. I don't like it. I like playing with people, but I don't like the game. Well, Horus Heresy is a lot like 3rd edition, which is my favorite edition. There's a lot more in Horus Heresy than there is in 3rd edition. 3rd edition is a very simple, very simple game. It's probably the simplest Warhammer out there that you could ever play. If you guys really want to get into Warhammer and not have a lot, and you don't want to play OPR, look up 3rd edition. There's so many PDFs online that you can just play the game. Now that Horus Heresy is using the templates again, templates are easy to find, and you can easily buy them again. So anyway, so me and Lyndon, the store owner of Stratagem Hobbies, I will actually they have a YouTube channel. I'll put the link down there for you guys. They do some painting tutorials, and they make some fun videos. Anyway, let's get on to the after action report. I'm gonna have to try to remember what all the units' names are, but it's basically salamanders versus what is his? Not raptors. I think it is raptors. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm not that much of a nerd anymore. Anyway, so here we go. So this is our basic setup, and I believe this is a turn one. Let's see. Yeah, this is basic setup from my side. Mine's the army green guys, and he's using Primaris models. So basically, we have attack squad, and assault squad, and then a heavy weapons team. I think they call it a heavy weapons team. And then I have one attack squad I totally forget about most of the game in reserve. Actually, I just forgot to deploy it. That's why it's in reserve. Excuse me. And then so we had a hammer and anvil, so it's just down here. Now we're using the 40K board, which is shorter than a Horus Heresy board. A Horus Heresy board is the classic length of 4x6. So we just did some fang dangling because me and him both want to just learn how to play the game. And so we're figuring it out. It brought back a lot of memories for me. I guess I need to click on that. There we go. And then his setup, basically the same thing. He attack squad and rhino. He had an assault squad with a praetor. That guy's pretty nasty. And then he had another rhino, and he had centurions. My leader I only had one leader, was a centurion. So anyway, we weren't really trying to go like balls to the wall in this game because we were just trying to figure this out. This game actually took a while, and we only did 3 out of 4 turns. So we were just learning and figuring how all the intricacies of the rules, and I'm sure we missed quite a ton. I'm actually rereading the book right now. So he got first. He got defender. He got first turn. I failed to seize the initiative. And he just pushed up. Now, if I remember it correctly, the center one right here, it's worth more points than the ones out here, and he just of course he's gonna push up because Lyndon's actually a pretty decent player for tabletop. So I kind of did the same thing. I pushed up with mine. I had some firing. I had my not Devastator squad, my heavy team, my heavy weapons team, has an item that ignores like smoke and what is it? They call it damage mitigation roll. So if you pop smoke, you can use one of your they don't call it a command point. We're just gonna call it command point right now. So you get 1 command point per turn for reactions. One of the things you could use for reactions if your vehicle's equipped with it is smoke launchers. So unlike 3rd edition, where if you equipped your launcher or your vehicles with launchers, you can pop them all, but they're only one-time use. This one you could continuously pop them, but you only can pop the smoke once per, or as long as you have command or reaction points. I think they call. I have to look again. So these guys are embarked into my Rhino here, the ones that are on top. That is my Centurion right there. I moved my assault squad up here. I was preparing to I was going to try to attack him up there, but you're going to see that didn't work very well. I did 4 hull points to this Rhino on my shooting, and it still survived. My hunter killer missile actually hit. It failed to penetrate. I rolled a 1 for penetration. Isn't that typical? All you grognards out there know that hunter killer missiles always roll a 1 for penetration. I used both hunter killer missiles. This one shot at the other Rhino. Well, on his turn, he got the jump on me. So he jumped up here. I reacted, pulled back, tried to get him to have a harder time charging, but he got it. And he persuaded to massacre me. Close combat's very interesting in this, right? So you have a volley stage, right, where you shoot your assault weapons, your pistols or anything that's assault first. The charger does first, remove casualties, and then the defender gets to do it. And they have a snapshot chart instead of like the old ballistic skill chart. And thankfully, you just don't hit on 6s anymore, because hitting on 6s all the time, it still is based off your skill instead of just, hey, it's just a 6. But so anyway, oh no, I didn't get massacred yet. That's foreshadowing. I did do a glancing hit on here, and what was it? It wasn't stun. It was like the old shaken rules where he couldn't move, and I can't remember what the effect is. So when you glance a vehicle, you add an effect to the vehicle. You don't take any hull points away. When you penetrate the vehicle, you take hull points away. So it's one of the rules I'm not too happy about, but you can get around it pretty easily. I'm just glad for armor values again, because I hate when vehicles have toughness and armor saves. I think it's dumb. Doesn't make sense to have bolters or flashlights damage a tank on 6s. Anyway, let's see. So he pushed up in the center here, and of course I was trying to maneuver. I'm going to try to maneuver around here. So, okay, on my turn, we're continuing this fight up here. I pushed up. So my idea was the old classic: shoot the Rhino with my las cannons, destroy the Rhino because I only had 1 hull point left. Get the guys jumped out and shoot the living tar out of them. It was not as effective as I would hope. Jump these guys on there with my Centurion, pop some shots. You know, Space Marines and in these days you had the firepower of all of Gettysburg, but as effective as a squealing pig, just because of armor saves. Because you're always wounding on Marines versus Marines, hitting on 3s, wound on 4s, save on 3s, you know. After my combat, I routed and I pushed back on the table. He was just beating the tarnation out of me with his Praetor. He had twin lightning claws, I believe. So, and what's interesting on this one is they changed lightning claws from original 3rd edition, where you can re-roll your wounds. They have a kind of I think it's called Shred, where it's either Shred or Breach. I'll have to look again. But anyway, if you roll a certain number on your wounds, it automatically goes through your armor. I would have to look again, but it does have some different rules sets on there. So this vehicle was stuck right there consistently throughout most of the game. He couldn't shake off the demobilization. I popped this vehicle, and we use the optional rule of leaving vehicles on, and it counts as light. It counts as light area terrain. So they have 3 different types of area terrains now. They have light, medium, and heavy. Heavy's kind of like the one we're all used to, where you can see, it blocks line of sight. Medium, you could see up to 3 inches into it, and then light, you can see all the way through it, but it provides cover if you're inside it. But a destroyed vehicle counts as dangerous terrain and light area cover, which gives a 6-up cover save. So yeah, I did some damage here. I can't remember if he failed his cool. Oh yeah, he failed his coolness check. So when you get out of a vehicle that's been destroyed, it's a roll. I believe it's a coolness check. So he decided, since this guy is not going to fix himself, which he needed a 4-up to do. Normally you need a 6-up, but a Rhino needs 4-ups to repair itself. And he just couldn't do it. The dice said no, so he just said, I'm going to pop my guys out and just go, which was probably the best thing for him. And this is when I noticed that I'm missing a squad. So, okay, the fight. Oh, let me go back real quick. See, can we see it? Oh, did I miss it? Oh, I did miss it. Okay, so these two got into it, and there was a Centurion here, and there's my Centurion here. My armor became paper thin. They're gonna have to go back to the Tech Marine and talk to him about that. And there will be some harsh words about, complete failure of protecting my soldiers from bolter fire. So anyway, when he charged in, we actually wanted to do this because we wanted to try out the new challenge system. So it was actually kind of fun. I first looked at the challenge system and I was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna be too much. What's great about it? It happens all at once. You fight until you're done, until the one's dead. You disengage. So you can keep fighting in rounds. So my guy won the combat and made him run, but my squad was pretty much depleted. And I think that's the next picture here. Nope, that's got out. Yeah, my squad was pretty much depleted. We were both routed because he shot me and I failed my leadership. And then, if we understand the rules right, at movement, when we're routed, we have to try to go to the closest board edge. So, but that was all after combat and everything. So we beat each other up. He decisively won because he just had enough on the board on that. My guys got shot at and got scared of bullets and started running over here. My las cannons decided to smash into his unit and just start depleting. If I had maybe another turn, I could probably deplete a little more, but hey, you know. And I shot him up a little bit from these guys and did like 1 wound. I killed 1 dude. And I think that turn, so he had a D&D game he had to run. So we got to turn 3. And this was pretty much the final. I brought my guys on. Turn 3. Oops. But it was a fun game. It was it wasn't close. He kicked my pants. And that's back to the first picture. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I think I think it still can be abused like any other 40K game. The game is designed. Me and Lyndon were talking about it. It's designed for um, beer and pretzels. If you're gonna go, it could be gamed hard, and I think then it loses its fun. The game's not designed to be competitive. I don't believe there's too many rules to balance. And to tell you the truth, if they try to balance it, it's just gonna get bland, like 10th edition is. And I hope they don't do that because there's a lot of cool things. I mean, I didn't use half the rules for the salamanders. He didn't use half the rules for his because we're just trying to learn. We're basically just running generic marines and smashing each other. Um, but if you guys are interested in the game, they just came out with this edition, so you probably have about 3 to 5 years with this edition until the end of it. I don't know how GW. I usually don't buy GW games. I don't anymore because of this. But I made an exception that since hopefully if it lasts 5 years, it'll be worth the pay. So I'm kind of risking it. I'm afraid I'm gonna get burned again by GW, but we'll see what happens. But as far as now, this allows me to play with my older models instead of having to purchase new ones. And the guys of the gaming group too, they're going to be doing a kill team campaign, and I don't like primaries, so there's some guys that know the game very well for kill team and can balance it out, and they're gonna make me a firstborn kill team army so I can play, and just like a tactical squad, and I think that would be fun. So I because it's people. It's people. We play with the people, not just because of the game, right? Uh, so anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. God bless, and keep gaming when you can. Be with family and friends. Games are great for that. Brings families and friends together. That's the actual purpose of the tool, because gaming is tools, and it's to build community. Enjoy each other, and I'll talk to you guys next time. If I don't, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless, and we pray for you.